Good afternoon. Today is Thursday, March 28th. We had the regular meeting of the Grand Rapids Economic Development Authority today. We had a really quick agenda. We did do a few major things, but they were fairly easy things that we've been talking about for a long time. So the first thing that we did today is we approved an extension to our preliminary development agreement with Oppidan Corporation. Oppidan is looking at developing an apartment building close to the West Elementary School near our Forest Hills development. So that's part of the property that the EDA currently owns. We extended that agreement because Oppidan is currently going to the Minnesota Housing Finance Agency for some workforce housing development grants, and they need to have evidence of control of that property. So this extension of that purchase and development agreement will allow them to have control for another 180 days of that piece of property, so that when they apply for the MHFA grant, it'll actually be reviewed. And we did get some other news about that project. On March 26th, the IRRB awarded a $600,000 grant for that project. So that will be very helpful in closing the construction gap right now that Oppidan has. And one of the reasons that there's a gap there is because obviously, as we all know, construction costs have increased, interest rates are higher, and for us to be able to develop workforce housing that's actually affordable, not necessarily subsidized, but affordable so that people in our market can afford the rental rates, there needs to be some gap financing there. So hopefully we'll get a reasonable amount from the MHFA, pair that with the $600,000 grant from the IRRB, and potentially Oppidan could begin this project in this construction season. So that would be really good news for our community, because as we all know, there's a significant lack of housing currently in our community, whether that be homes to rent or rental housing, or homes to own, or rental housing. So we're excited about that project, and we're hopeful that the MHFA grant proposal goes through as expected. And then the other thing that we did is there's one little strip of property on Southeast 7th Avenue where, or better known as the Airport Road, where the L&M Distribution Center is being developed. That strip of property is currently co-owned by the city and the county, and it's somewhat tied up with the FAA because it was purchased with FAA financing or FAA money years ago. So the FAA is in the process of releasing the restrictions on that property. The county is in the process of quit claim deeding it to the city, and all we did today was approve a purchase agreement with the city so that we can buy that property, and then we will in turn sell that property to Southeast 7th Avenue Development, which is essentially the L&M Distribution Center. So it's kind of a weird process due to the involvement of the FAA, but we're hoping that that's going to be done fairly soon, and that this project will continue on its way. And if you've been down the Airport Road lately, it's pretty amazing. They've really gone to town on that project. There's been a lot of clearing done, and we really look forward to seeing that project come to completion. So it'll be an exciting construction season as we watch hopefully both of these projects occur, and we'll talk to you soon. Thank you and have a great day.